Listen to me carefully. The world will treat you the way you treat yourself. If you don't value your time, your energy, and your standards, people won't either. Respect always begins with you, not with other people. Many people spend their lives trying to gain respect from others while ignoring the most important thing, self-respect. If you constantly allow people to waste your time, ignore your boundaries, or speak to you in ways that make you uncomfortable, you are silently teaching them how to treat you. Respect is not something you beg for. It is something you demonstrate through the way you live your life. When you value your time, you stop saying yes to everything. You understand that your energy is limited, and you choose carefully where you invest it. You stop chasing validation from people who do not appreciate you. Self-respect also means having standards. Standards for how people speak to you, how they treat you, and how they show up in your life. When someone crosses those standards, you calmly and confidently address it. And let me tell you something important. People may not always like your boundaries, but they will respect them. When you walk into a room with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your worth, people feel it. You don't need to announce it. Your actions show it. You take care of your responsibilities. You keep your word. You carry yourself with dignity. And when people see that you respect yourself, they naturally begin to respect you too. You don't need to talk all the time to be heard. In fact, the people who talk the most are often the ones who are taken the least seriously. Powerful people understand something very important. Words have value, and when you use too many of them without thinking, that value decreases. Think about the people you admire the most. They don't interrupt every conversation. They don't speak just to fill silence. They observe, they listen, and when they finally speak, people pay attention. Why? Because their words carry weight. Speaking with power means speaking with intention. Before you say something, ask yourself, is this necessary? Is this helpful? Is this meaningful? When you start doing this, something interesting happens. People begin to listen more carefully to what you say. Confidence in communication is not about being the loudest person in the room. It is about being the most thoughtful. Sometimes silence is more powerful than words. When you pause before speaking, you show that you are thinking. When you listen carefully to others, you show respect. And when you finally share your perspective, people feel that it matters. Also remember this, tone matters just as much as words. You can say the right thing in the wrong way and lose respect instantly. But when you speak calmly, clearly, and confidently, your message becomes stronger. So the next time you're in a conversation, don't rush to speak. Listen first, observe, and when you speak, speak with purpose. Because people always remember the person whose words actually mean something. Nothing destroys respect faster than broken promises. If you say you will do something, do it. It sounds simple, but in reality, very few people consistently live by this principle. Your word is your reputation. Every promise you make is a reflection of your character. When people realize that they can rely on you, that when you say something, you truly mean it, their respect for you grows automatically. But when promises are broken repeatedly, trust disappears, and once trust is broken, respect becomes very difficult to rebuild. Many people make commitments too easily. They say yes because they want to please others, avoid conflict, or look responsible. But later they fail to follow through. Respect doesn't come from saying yes to everything. Respect comes from being honest about what you can actually deliver. If you know you cannot do something, it is better to say no from the beginning than to promise something you cannot fulfill. Integrity means that your actions match your words. It means people don't have to question whether you are serious or not. They already know, and over time, this consistency builds a powerful reputation. People begin to trust your decisions, your advice, and your leadership, because they have seen your character in action. Being a person of your word is not always easy. It requires discipline. It requires accountability, and sometimes it requires making sacrifices to keep your commitments, but the reward is worth it. Because when your word becomes reliable, your respect becomes undeniable. Before you even say a word, people are already forming opinions about you. The way you walk, the way you sit, the way you look at people, your body language communicates more than you might realize. Confidence is not just something you feel inside. It is something people see in the way you present yourself. When you enter a room with your head up, your posture straight, and your movements calm and controlled, you send a silent message: I believe in myself. And people notice that immediately. On the other hand, when someone avoids eye contact, slouches, or appears unsure of themselves, others may unconsciously treat them with less respect. Confidence does not mean arrogance. It does not mean trying to appear superior to others. True confidence is quiet. It shows in small behaviors, maintaining eye contact during conversations, speaking clearly, standing with good posture, and remaining calm even under pressure. These signals tell people that you are comfortable with who you are. And here's the truth. People naturally respect those who respect themselves enough to carry themselves with dignity. Confidence also grows through preparation and experience. The more you challenge yourself, learn new skills, and overcome obstacles, the more natural your confidence becomes. You don't have to pretend, it becomes real. So remember this: before your words can earn respect, your presence already speaks. And when you carry yourself with confidence, people start taking you seriously long before the conversation even begins.